guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kura, and on this channel we talk about everything that makes me feel beautiful, which is usually fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And today we're talking about some luxury items that people claim are basic, but really are not. So, when you think luxury and you think bags and you think basic, people automatically go to the Louis Vuitton Speedy. So every time I hear this kind of irks me because there is just so much history around this bag. The Speedy actually dates back to the 19th century. When it was first invented, it was called the keep-all, right? So it was made for traveling. It looked kind of like a weekender. And because the keep-all was so popular, about 6 years later, 1930, they made a smaller version and it was called the express bag, right? And with the automobile inventions and other things coming into the world and the world actually changing, people wanted to be on the move. You know, they wanted to see the world more, and then they started calling it the Speedy, okay? So the Speedy actually came around out of a big point in history where the world started to change. People were able to get around more easy, and they needed and wanted something to fit that new lifestyle. For a long time, the Speedy was used for travel, like I said before, and that's why it comes with the lock. So people were using it in their new automobiles to go from one place to the other, and to travel to other places, to keep everything that they wanted close to them in their then called an express bag, but eventually called the Speedy. At that point, it was available in the 30, the 35, and the 40. It wasn't until the 1960s when Audrey Hepburn asked for a smaller size, and then we got the Speedy 25. Not only does this bag hold history, but it comes in so many different options. You can get it in a vintage like epi leather. You can get it in a more recent epi leather. You could get it in the monogram. You could get it, I mean, there's so many different options for this bag that whatever you like, it's there. So a bag that was born and made out of necessity during a huge time in the history of the world is not basic. Is it old? Absolutely. But it's also a piece of history. I personally think that's amazing, but I love fashion and fashion history, and maybe it's just me. So the next luxury item that some people, gosh, this took me by surprise, that some people are calling basic now is the Baccarat Rouge 540. Okay, so I understand in the YouTube space, tons of people have this fragrance, right? So it looks like, oh my God, everybody has this fragrance. But you guys, this is a $300 or $400 perfume. So depending on which version you get, it's not cheap. On top of that, Baccarat Rouge was created with Francis Kurkdjian in collaboration with the House of Baccarat. Crystals, okay? The House of Baccarat, who is known for their crimson red crystals, is a luxurious brand. In order to make these Baccarat crystals, they have to take the crystal and gold and heat it up at 540 degrees Celsius in order to get this beautiful, luxurious color. Now, none of that to me sounds basic. In fact, that all sounds luxurious and decadent and fabulous. We have to remember that YouTube and social media is not real life. So when you think everybody has it, it's just not the case. In fact, I have the Louis Vuitton Louis earrings, and someone said that they're just so basic now. Everyone has them. Everyone does not have those earrings. Maybe everyone on social media, maybe a lot of people on YouTube, but you guys, I live in New York City, and I've only seen one person besides me have those earrings on. I mean, mind you, it's a city of over 8 million people, but my point is, what's real life and what's social media and YouTube is completely different. When Baccarat Rouge actually was first made, they only made about 250 bottles, and it was sold at $3,000 a bottle. Luckily for us, it is now on the MFK brand, and we are able to buy it at a more quote-unquote affordable price. So yeah guys, nothing about that to me sounds basic. So I was recently watching Cassie Thorpe. She does these videos on the most bought items in a period of time, and she mentioned that the Hermes Kelly is huge on the secondhand market. In fact, she stated that the demand for the Kelly has gone up 430%. Like, everybody wants this Kelly now. So here I am, minding my business, just shocked at that fact, to be honest, and reading the comments, and someone says, or someone typed, whatever, left a comment and said, "Oh my God, the Kelly is so basic now," and then had the audacity to leave the eye roll emoji. What? Okay, so you might not like the Kelly, which is fine. Also, you might not like the Speedy, or you might not like Baccarat Rouge, but there is absolutely nothing basic about the Hermes Kelly. Besides the fact that the Hermes Kelly is worth more than my life on the secondhand market. There's so much that goes into the bag, and then there's so much history behind the bag. For starters, Hermes does not use assembly lines at all. It takes 18 hours for one person to make the Hermes Kelly bag. Only one person works on the bag at a time. On top of that, you know that Hermes is known for outstanding leather, and it's not just with their bags, it's with all of their products. Like the Speedy, the Kelly was introduced to the public in the 1930s. When it was originally made, it was called something else. I don't remember the exact name. I'll put it on the screen. But it was made popular by Grace Kelly, who was using it to cover her pregnant belly at the time. She didn't want the paparazzi to know she was pregnant. So she used that bag to cover her pregnant belly, and the paparazzi got a great picture, and it ended up on Lifetime magazine. And from then, Hermes called it that name I can't remember right now that's on the screen, and they switched it over to the Kelly bag. But even before the Kelly became the Kelly and it was named the other thing, it was made in like 1890 or 1892 or something like that. These bags, and a lot of these bags, have such a history that it is just a part of fashion history and could never really and truly be basic. I mean, it might just be me because I'm a lover of fashion and I'm a lover of fashion history, and I take and look at fashion bags and other, things from fashion from a historical point. So when someone says these things are basic, it kind of bugs me, quite honestly, because they're not. It's a part of history. I was even thinking about maybe doing a series of videos about fashion history. There's so much to know about Black people in history that no one really talks about that I think would be really interested. If you want to know about that, let me know in the comments, because I think that's fabulous. But yeah, guys, don't let anybody tell you these things, that these things are basic. And honestly, we really need to get away from telling people what to and what to not wear if they like it. I will give you a suggestion of what I like. I will give you a suggestion or even tell you what's on trend right now. I will never tell you what not to wear, because there are going to be things that I wear that you're going to be like, why is she wearing that? Right? So anyway, guys, that's just my quick spiel. I saw some comments and I was just taken aback and annoyed, even more annoyed, because the person that made the comment probably doesn't even own a Kelly. Did you know what I mean? Like, so annoying. Anyway, that's it. Let people buy what they want. Let people wear what they want and be happy about their purchases. So yes, are there any other things that people say are basic that you don't think are basic? I would love to know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you in my next video.